Welcome to ToonHeads. Tonight we look at the career of director Norman McCabe. McCabe started at Warner Brothers in 1932 as an in-betweener, and by the late 30s, he was one of the top animators in Bob Clampett's crew. When Bob became ill for a short time, Norman was asked to complete 2 cartoons that Clampett had started. The cartoons were The Timid Toreador and Porky's Snooze Reel.
And now, we bring you lowlights in the world of sports.
The following year, Tex Avery left Warner Brothers, and Clampett took over Avery's crew. Norman was promoted to director and placed in charge of Clampett's old crew. One of his first cartoons as director was Who's Who in the Zoo. Norman credits his friend Chuck Jones with providing invaluable assistance on this early directorial effort. Even though Chuck was working on his own material down the hall, he stayed late and helped McCabe with most of the animation layouts in this cartoon.
I can't do it. It's impossible.
Once again, it's time for ToonHeads Trivia. Tonight's second cartoon, Daffy's Southern Exposure, was McCabe's first, starring Warner Brothers' Crazy Duck. In the cartoon, 2 starving cabin owners try to make a duck dinner out of Daffy.
And now for our dessert.
Just 5 years after this cartoon was created, Friz Freleng directed a remake starring Daffy and Yosemite Sam twins. What was the name of the remake? Find out when ToonHeads returns in just a moment. Welcome back to ToonHeads Trivia.
Hark!
In Norman McCabe's cartoon, Daffy's Southern Exposure, 2 starving cabin owners try to make a duck dinner out of Daffy. 5 years later, Friz Freleng directed a remake of McCabe's cartoon. What was the name of Freleng's remake? The cartoon was called Along Came Daffy. It marked the only time Yosemite Sam had a twin brother. McCabe started his directing career at Warner Brothers about the same time that the United States entered World War II. So many of his cartoons had a military theme. Cartoons like Confusions of a Nutsy Spy and Tokyo Jokio. But McCabe's best wartime cartoon, and his personal favorite, was The Ductators. This cartoon centered around 3 foul fowls who would stop at nothing in their quest for barnyard domination. Each of the 3 evil birds was a caricature of the 3 Axis power leaders. There was a Hitler duck, a Mussolini goose, and a Hirohito duck. Warner Brothers writer Michael Maltese supplied the voice for the double-talking Mussolini, while Mel Blanc created the voices for Hirohito and Hitler. Once again, it's time for ToonHeads Trivia. Director Norman McCabe created 2 mischievous gophers from the Bronx for his cartoon, Gopher Goofy. The 2 gophers only appeared in this one cartoon.
You don't find eating like this in the Bronx.
And only one of the gophers was given a name. What was his name, and who was he named after?
Keep your shorts on, folks. Us gophers go through this all the time.
Find out when ToonHeads returns in just a moment. Welcome back to ToonHeads Trivia. Director Norman McCabe created 2 mischievous gophers from the Bronx for his cartoon, Gopher Goofy. The 2 gophers only appeared in this one cartoon, and only one of the gophers was given a name.
How you like this, Virgil?
Who was he named after? Virgil the gopher was named after longtime Warner Brothers animator Virgil Ross.
Yeah, but I like Central Park better. Oh, well, let's get to work.
And now, Norman McCabe's Gopher Goofy.
beautiful lawn in town, if I do say so myself. There was a lot of work, but it was worth it. And my flowers.
How you like this, Virgil? You don't find eating like this in the Bronx. Look at that lawn. Look at them flowers. It's a regular combination salad. Yeah, but I like Central Park better. This stuff's full of vitamins, and nobody to stop yous. I still like Central Park, but... Shh. Virgil, this suburbanite is getting very beneficial. Hold on. Let's not get nosy, bud!
Gophers. My lawn. Huh. Goats, ground squirrels, gnats, gophers. This'll tell me how to get rid of them.
Say, Mac. Mac.
Timber!
Keep your shirts on, folks. Us gophers go through this all the time. Okay. The joint's gone.
Hey, what's this, the Holland Tunnel?
Uh-oh. Can you imagine that?
This'll get 'em. I'll get 'em. They won't eat my lawn anymore. I'm not really a mean man, folks. Honest.
Hey, Virgil, do you smell something? Hey, who turned out the lights? This place is all topsy-turvy. I like Central Park better. Hey, this country air does something to yous. I feel just like a bird. And this is one of your eggs? I dare say. Hey, Virgil, I wonder what's eating him. He seems perturbed about something. Oh, well, let's get to work. much until I give you the word.
Well, what do you know? Something new has been added.
That's all, folks.
Once again, it's time for ToonHeads Trivia. After just 3 years of directing cartoons,
Howdy, you all.
Norman McCabe left Warner Brothers. Why did he leave, and where did he go? Find out when ToonHeads returns in just a moment. Welcome back to ToonHeads Trivia. After just 3 years of directing cartoons, Norman McCabe left Warner Brothers. Why did he leave, and where did he go? Norman enlisted in the United States Armed Forces. In fact, if you look at the credits on his last cartoon, Tokyo Jokio, you'll see that he's even identified as Corporal Norman McCabe. After the war, McCabe worked at several animation studios around Hollywood. But he returned to Warner Brothers in the 1980s to animate Pinky and the Brain.